しの瀬口昨日のべばした木山うぐいすの森包みがかきただひれの一の鳥うねよ山下ささべ甲府大時は大美容金口
We'll launch a stealth nuclear warhead at JD.
I thought you couldn't control the nuke with GW.
We can't. We've taken over their guns and heavy weapons, but the WMDs are still under JD's control. That's where Rex comes in. I know where to find nukes they don't control. Vamp, how long until Rex is ready?
All that's left is the final check. We've identified JD's location through GW, an abandoned 20th century satellite orbit disguised as debris.
A clever place to hide.
Satellite orbit.
With a stealth nuke, there's no need to worry about the Patriots intercepting it. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll all be over.
Once JD, the core AI is destroyed, GW's priority will rise to 1, and all the systems under JD's control will then be ours to command. Now go, prepare our haven.
Yes, boss. What the devil is this?
The video feed from the Mark II cuts off here.
Haven. Yeah. Drebin was saying something about that.
In the beginning, the Patriot system was controlled by 4 AIs, with JD at the top. One of those AIs was GW. The Patriots thought it had been destroyed, but Liquid was able to use it as cover to slip inside the system.
GW. I knew I'd heard that name before.
Yeah. GW was one of the Patriot Cell AIs. It was installed on Arsenal gear. Emma's worm should have put it permanently out of commission. But Liquid somehow recovered and repaired it. I'm guessing JD must be unable to recognize GW, even though it's inside the Patriot system. It's a blind spot. GW was written off as lost while it was still tied in. Using it let Liquid interfere with the AI from the inside. He made contact under the guise of Big Boss's genetic code. Even the AI threat detection system was fooled.
Haven on the network. Free from oversight by the Patriots' AIs.
It all makes sense now. That's why they made Arsenal go berserk 5 years ago. GW was on board.
Where is this Haven? Where is their base?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is using the position of the Mark II's last transmission to predict the course of Liquid's ship. It's only a matter of time before we find him.
But that's not all Liquid said.
You mean... Shadow Moses? It's Campbell.
The U.S. military's systems are all in Liquid's hands now. The regional systems have all been shut down. Guns are falling silent across the Earth. It's the first total ceasefire in human history.
How's the White House responding? The public?
The president has yet to make an official announcement. But the media is starting to pick up on it.
The information's gonna be controlled anyway.
Not this time. The war economy is ground to a complete halt. It's tough to play down a crisis of these proportions. War economy-related stocks are already going into a free fall.
They must be shitting themselves at the White House right about now.
In any case, America had better sleep soundly while she still can. Liquid's insurrection is about to begin. The first thing he'll do is try to destroy the system the Patriots built to control the U.S.
He's already taken the system.
No. Supreme authority still resides with JD, which the Patriots still command. Which is why Liquid plans to launch a nuclear strike on JD in its orbit.
But Liquid only controls SOP, and SOP only controls guns and small firearms. Unless he gains supreme authority, Liquid can't use America's nukes and ballistic missiles. So how's he gonna launch this strike?
Good question. The U.S. converted its nuclear arsenal to reliable replacement warheads 2 years ago.
RRWs.
Yes. The core of the RRWs is now completely ID controlled by the SOP system. You'd need supreme authority from JD itself to control them, and they can be shut down remotely in case of an emergency.
All the old nukes were pulled out of service when they deployed the replacements.
If Liquid can't use the nukes, then what's his plan?
That's it. He's going to use Rex.
What?
Rex was scrapped before the Sons of the Patriot system was implemented.
Of course. The railgun.
Indeed. Rex's railgun can launch a stealth nuclear warhead into space unconstrained by the system. In short, it's the only device they have that is able to launch a nuke. Liquid's going to use it to kill JD and deliver the coup de grace to the Patriots' reign.
Campbell, where's Rex now?
I think you know. A long-forgotten base in U.S. territory outside the Patriots' control. The place where Liquid made his debut, his monument, off the Alaskan coast in the Fox Archipelago.
Shadow Moses Island.
If Liquid destroys JD and his GW assumes total control over the system, he'll have the world at his fingertips. And no one will be able to stop him. Not even the Patriots. You are the only ones who can save us now. Snake, I'm counting on you. Defeat Liquid and put an end to his insurrection.
Enough is enough, Snake. You can't take any more of this.
I'm not dead yet.
That's not what I mean. You can't beat Liquid. He's got the Patriot's own control system on his side. Not only are weapons useless, but the US military is in shambles. And even if it weren't, Liquid's got enough men and machines to match it. Things can't get any worse. Face it, Snake. We've lost.
Otacon.
We never stood a chance.
It's not about winning or losing. No. We started this. And it's our duty to finish it. Sonny.
No! Jack can't go. He's not ready yet. He needs to rest.
Let me go, Sonny.
No. Your dialysis isn't done yet.
Snake. He's not ready yet.
Snake. I'll be fine. From now on, I'm living my life by my own will.
Raiden.
I won't live a proxy life. A slave to someone else's will.
I'm a shadow. One that no light will shine on. As long as you follow me, you'll never see the day.
You and I are both just pawns in this proxy war. But once this is over, we will have our freedom.
Raiden.
I'll release you. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Raiden. 5 years ago. That's not what I meant.
I've got nothing to lose.
Don't be an idiot. You know you've got someone to protect.
It was never going to work out for me. It even rained the day I was born.
You've got it all wrong. You were the lightning in that rain. You can still shine through the darkness.
The lightning.
Raiden. Look at me. Do you see this? future. In a few months, I'm going to be a weapon of mass destruction. You have a family.
I have no family. I have nothing. I have always been alone. Always.
Raiden.
Don't leave me here. Alone.
This is my fight. My destiny.
Dr. Emmerich?
Mei Ling.
I got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island. We lost Metal Gear Mark II's signal along the way, but the ship was headed in the direction of Shadow Moses. This is a picture of the island taken by a civilian imagery satellite. The sea line is rising due to global warming. Have you heard that the entire Fox Archipelago is about to slip into the ocean? The surrounding islands have already been evacuated.
Liquid's arrival there can only mean one thing.
He is going to use Rex.
That's how it looks from here. All the Metal Gears after Rex were embedded with system IDs.
Then what about Rex? What did Washington do with it?
The nuclear disposal facility on Shadow Moses hasn't been touched since the incident.
That was 9 years ago.
The president of ArmsTech and the DARPA chief were killed, and the Secretary of Defense was arrested. By the time the Shadow Moses incident was over, there wasn't a single person left there who knew what took place. It was as if nothing had ever happened. The data was either falsified or erased, so no traces would be left behind. We were exiled to desk jobs for the same reason. Rex and the nuke should still be where they were 9 years ago. Untouched.
A forsaken island. A haven.
Well, I'd say it's more like a forgotten island. And it's sinking too.
I thought I'd never go back.
It'll take me a while to get there, but I'll be backing you up from aboard the Missouri. She's the only ship in the fleet still able to move, since it was decommissioned before the system was put in place. And Hawaii's not that far away. Otacon, you're not wearing your glasses anymore.
I switched to contacts.
We rendezvous at Shadow Moses. He who submits to heaven shall live. He who defies heaven shall perish.
I have to atone for my past, too. Rex is a beast, born from my research. Let's go. Shadow Moses awaits.
Hey guys, Do90 back again. Yeah, like I said, I'd do it within 1 day or within 2 days. So I'm doing it now. Yeah, this ain't the actual game, just in case you was wondering. I am doing Metal Gear Solid 4. This is just a fun little joke by Hideo Kojima showing the MGS1 back on the PS1. Possibly one of the greatest games of its generation. Okay, another cutscene and then I'll be back.
Everything all right, Snake?
I was having that dream again.
We're here. Shadow Moses. Snake, are you all right?
Yeah, I just slipped a little. Have to hurry. Not much time left.
Meet the Mark III. It's our last replacement, so try not to break it.
Who, me? Never.
One more thing. I don't see anybody around, but there are unmanned sentries patrolling the area. Be careful out there.
Okay guys, so time for another episode of Metal Gear Solid 4. Like I said just a minute ago, as I promised I would get Act 4 up within 1 day or 2 days of finishing Act 3, which I've done. Act 3 was uploaded yesterday. If you haven't had a chance to check out my previous videos, then just check my channel, subscribe to my channel, Do90, DOOW90. I'm going to be uploading a lot of Metal Gear gameplay. over the coming weeks, but not just Metal Gear gameplay, all other games as well, and whatever new games I buy. I'll also be doing montages and funny videos, so yeah, please feel free to subscribe. I'm definitely going to be active as much as I can on this channel. Right, now let's discuss the game, but listen to this first.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
The great thing about this level, this is definitely my favourite level. Of all levels, this is the king level. For all of you that have never played a Metal Gear game before, this place that we're currently at is Shadow Moses, and it was the first level. It was the first game that introduced this level. It was Metal Gear Solid 1, and it was where you faced against your brother. It was one of the most epic games of all time. Anyone who hasn't played it, I'd definitely recommend getting the original on PS1, PlayStation 1. You can even buy it on the PSN store, on the PlayStation Network store, and it's like not even expensive. It's only like a few quid, so it's nothing, and it's definitely worth getting. Of course, if you've got a GameCube, they done a re-release of the PlayStation 1 game, and they called it Metal Gear Solid 1: The Twin Snakes. I think it's as good as the original. Yes, they made it a little bit more over the top because some of the cutscenes make Snake seem like an acrobatic ninja superhero of some sort, whereas Metal Gear is meant to be more about him being like just chilled out stealth and that. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting it. What else I love about this level is it definitely on loads of points introduces you back to like the original game. Like, watch this. They're cutscenes from the original game showing the surveillance camera, and then he looks at it and it just smashes in front of him, and he's like, oh. It really kind of makes you feel sorry for him, because you look back and you think like, oh, how young he was in Metal Gear Solid 1. He was only young, he was very athletic. Meryl fancied the hell out of him. She loved him to bits, and he could have got her any time he wanted. And now in this game it's like, you know, she's moved on, she's going to be going with someone else, and he's just left alone. It's very sad. Even though Amy fancied him, and now she's going for like for Otacon. It's very sad.
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska now.
Yeah, so it constantly does these little flashback audios of Metal Gear Solid 1, and if you listen to them, you see you get a bonus 1000 DP. But that's nothing compared to what I'm about to show you. If you climb under this van, in the original it was actually in the back of the van was open, but what we're going to do, we're going to pick up this Mark 23, and then what we're going to do is we're going to equip it. We're going to go, let's get rid of the operator because that's a load of crap. We're going to equip that, and then we're going to aim it. You ready? Listen carefully.
Just like old times.
So you aim the gun and basically you get him saying just like old times, and the reason being is the Mark 23, though it's called the Mark 23 in this, it actually is the SOCOM, and the SOCOM was the main weapon that Solid Snake used in MGS1. He never, unlike this game where he's got like a million different weapons to use, in MGS1 he only really had a few weapons. He had a couple of sniper rifles, a Stinger, a Nikita, a couple of C4s and Claymores and stuff, but the main weapons you used was either the trank gun or the one that featured more that he used, the one that it showed him using the most, was the SOCOM, which is basically this Mark 23. And in fact, I'll quickly show you something a little bit fun. If we go to this, we'll quickly read it. A large caliber combat pistol developed at the behest of the US Special Operations Command. The Mark designation indicates that the development project was a Navy initiative. It has the .45 caliber size and cock and lock design favoured by US soldiers, and comes with a high performance laser aiming module and specifically developed suppressor. Holds 12 rounds. Here, proved indispensable to Snake during his infiltration of Shadow Moses in 2005, maintains a high stopping power from medium range and has a slightly larger magazine capacity than other weapons of the same caliber. So there you go, it basically even mentions that. Right, if you put the camera above you, watch this as well.
That overhead view, just like old times. Now you're talking. Overhead view. That's more like it.
So yeah, if you put the camera above you, let's go in the old way, just like back in the day. If you put the camera above you, it does that little flashback, and you got this one as well.
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about that.
So that's another 1000 DP. There's loads on this level, absolutely loads. It's brilliant. It really is. This level is basically like a complete kick in the face to all flashback. It's amazing. Extremely sad, because it makes you think of, I don't know, it's just, for people that are true fans of the Metal Gear Solid series, people that have played it ever since back in the day, like myself, when you play this level, you'll understand exactly what I'm about to say. When you play this level, as enjoyable as it is to play, you can't help but feel so sad, because you know Snake ain't what he used to be. He ain't that cool, awesome dude that he used to be anymore. And it's just very sad. Very, very sad. Right, let's equip the weapons that we actually need for this level. Believe it or not, we are actually going to be needing the M82A2, and we're definitely going to be needing the railgun. So let's equip them. We're also going to be needing something that comes in extremely handy, the chaff. The only thing I hate is that with this game you can't actually buy a chaff, and the main reason is because it'd make this level way too easy. So I'm going to use it sparingly. I'll equip my M4, and I'm not going to stick with the Sokun because it ain't like old times, I'm afraid, anymore, and the Mark II won't do any good. What I'll probably do is I'll do the solar gun, and you'll know why I'm using the solar gun in a little while. For people that ain't aware of how you get the solar gun, because it's a special little thing, basically you have to get these different statue figures, ones of the frogs, and then ones of each of the Beauty and the Beast, and the way you do it is basically you just no-kill them. That's it, and then at the end, once it's all over, you'll find the statues in the following area. But if you want to check that out, either ask for me to do a video, or there's probably 100 already on YouTube, so you can just check them out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to throw this chaff. There we go.
Could you be Snake?
And then just go through here.
Are you Solid Snake? The legendary Solid Snake? You?
Don't worry. You'll land back on once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Where are you?
Where I
So that's another one. And here's another one.
Snake, be careful, careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Who are you? One of your fans.
So that, for people who didn't know who that was, you'd obviously recognise the first girl. That was Meryl. For people who didn't recognise the second voice, shame on you. Clearly not Metal Gear fans. That was actually Grey Fox, aka Frank Yeager, aka Null, for people that played the original PSP games. And he's awesome, by the way. In fact, you know what? I'd highly recommend. I'm sure if you haven't seen it, say if you've played the games before, then don't bother doing this because you would have already seen it probably a million times. But if you've never played MGS1 before, go on YouTube. You're already on it now. One sec, let's just listen to this codec call.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door.
Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, basically you'll already be on YouTube if you're watching this video right now. Type in Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, and then put either something along the lines of Grey Fox vs Rex, or Fox ending fight scene, or something along the lines of that. If you've never played this game before, I'm telling you, at the time it was a next-gen cutscene, and probably to this day still one of the best, most awesome cutscenes in the game of all time. Watch it, it's absolutely incredible, and it shows off just how freaking amazing Grey Fox was. That guy was literally one of my favourite characters. Probably still is.
Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile yet.
Okay, so I'm sure you just heard him say 48273. I'm not actually going to be entering that. Yes, I can remember it. If you guys want to see the original cutscene, where Snake, basically, I will clarify right now. If you enter the code right, you get one cutscene where he enters it right, and it all's good. If you don't enter it correctly, you get another cutscene where basically Snake's entered it wrong, and Otacon's like, oh, don't worry, I wrote it down somewhere, and then it's like, bang. I'm actually going to be entering another code, and I'm going to show you the reason why once I've entered it. So let's go there now.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore.
Alright, we'll have a little reminder here of Grey Fox. You guys may be looking down this hole thinking, Jesus man, look at all the blood and all the splats and the dents. Main reason being is because, you know what, another chance for you to check out the game. Type in the Twin Snakes. The reason I keep using that one as an example is because the graphics are better, so I think it will display what I'm trying to get across a little bit better, especially showing the graphics in this game as well. And just type in Twin Snakes, Grey Fox kills a bunch of soldiers, or hallway scene with Grey Fox. Trust me, something could come up, and it's basically him just killing a bunch of soldiers down this hallway. One mistake, I don't know if I'm 100% right, but one mistake that I think I've found is actually right here. If you look at this panel is all dented in. Yeah, you can see it's all dented in, where a soldier has been smashed into it. Now, go watch the video. I'm pretty sure I've looked at it enough times to know for a fact, yeah, but there's a scene where basically he has one of the soldiers on the end of his sword up in the air where he's so strong, and the soldier's like, it's a ghost, like that, and then he does this spinning maneuver and kicks the soldier, and the soldier goes smashing into the wall, creating the dent. Okay, however, in the video, Grey Fox is here when he does that part. He's holding the soldier up right here, does the spinning kick, and the soldier goes flying all the way down here and hits this panel here. And the reason I know that is because Snake's standing there coming down the hallway, stops because he hears it, and then sees the soldier go flying across and smashing into that, and he's like that, and then quickly goes against the wall, sneaks down here, and then sees Grey Fox go into that room there that we're about to go into. Now I understand there is blood here, but the panel definitely dented in, and at no point did he smash anyone into this panel, yet this is the one dented. So I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not, or perhaps I'm missing something. Perhaps I'm missing something, but no, it definitely, as far as I'm concerned, it should definitely be this panel that is actually the one that has the dent in it. So yeah, go check it out. Definitely worth having a look. Right, another cutscene. Enjoy.
Hold on. I want to check security. Snake, that password I told you before, you remember it, right? Because I completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number.
Okay guys, I know I don't usually speak during a cutscene, however this part's frozen until you enter the security code. Now, I actually know the security code, I know what Archon said, and if you entered that it would be correct, but a little trick of the trade, what you want to do, rather than entering what Archon informed you downstairs, enter 14893. For anyone that doesn't know, that's Drebin's codec number. When I click enter, you'll hear the monkey laugh. And then at the end of the cutscene, when it's all finished and it goes back to you and the gameplay, you'll see why I did this.
Snake, I think maybe your memory... Don't worry. I'm sure I can remember it. Well, let's see. Oh! I jotted it down. See? No need to worry.
What? I knew the number. In fact, I remembered it just now.
Huh. not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
I don't know, Snake. But it looks like she's still with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent intervals. In fact, the record shows some recent activity. Look at this. It's an image taken a few hours ago by a surveillance camera up ahead.
Naomi.
And Vamp.
The Beauty and the Beast.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar. I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know. Let's get going, Snake.
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor.
And that's the reason why, guys. If you look in the bottom right hand corner just there, you'll see it said bonus DP 100,000. So simply, just for entering that code 14893, which is Drebin's codec number. I'm not sure if it'll show here. It won't. But yeah, just for entering his codec number, you get 100,000 DP. Now people may be thinking, oh yeah, but once you've completed the game and once you've got all the weapons, why do you keep needing to enter that? Wouldn't it be more fun to watch the original movie or the proper movie? Well no, the great thing about Metal Gear is you're constantly using your DP because you're constantly using ammo and different items. So it always comes in handy. Alright, so yeah, so I'd recommend doing that just to keep your funds up. Right, so when you run down here, you want to equip this. Something will drop down, and then you want to go and just shoot it in the top of the head, and it'll just blow up straight away. And that handles that pretty quickly. There is another way you can do it. You can hide around the corner, take control of the Mark II, go stealth mode, bring him around here, and put him in front of this. I'll quickly show you what that does, even though the monster ain't there anymore. So we would sneak around here, and you'd do this, and it would just electrocute the floor. Difference being would be that because the big gecko fins on the electric floor, it'll electrocute, and you also get 5,000 DP just for doing that. More money, which is always good. Rightio, so moving on to the next bit. In fact, you want to keep this equipped, you'll see why in a second. There'll be another gecko that I'll have to take out. And this weapon, you're meant to use the railgun for the geckos. Don't know why, because I think the M82 is 10 times better.
I'll open it for you with the Mark III.
I like how, because I left on my night vision, it actually shows up in the cutscene. Sorry about that, it sort of does ruin it a little bit. You can't really see him coming out and looking as good. But these are just side cutscenes, so the graphics ain't amazing anyways, in terms of the real cutscenes. Alright, so just aim. One shot right underneath the neck. And it goes down that easily. One shot with this weapon.
Okay, Snake, it's open now.
Okay, and now we'll move on to the next area. Okay, and we're about to fight our first boss. You're only really going to need 2 weapons. And they are... Rid of that. Enjoy the cutscene.
Show me your tears. Let them flow. Cry until your eyes run red.
Okay, so we're against the Crime Wolf right now. So what you want to do is equip this, turn yourself to snow. Well, not actual snow, but you know what I mean. Take a long distance shot of both of these. Gets rid of them. Then we want stun and smoke. Run across here. Hopefully staying quiet. I'll be honest, thought it was going to be there. Thought that the wolf was going to be there. That's usually the starting point on this difficulty, but it's not a problem. We will find her. There she is, and then all you do is you throw your smoke like so. And then you just do this. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Change back the smoke. Throw the smoke again. And just like that, she's done. Took about 5 seconds, easy peasy.
I hear them. I hear the cries. The cries of babies. Stop it! Stop crying! Please! Please stop crying! Go away. Don't come any closer. I'm sorry. I was so scared. Forgive me. I'm sorry. You can cry if you want. Cry if you need to. as much as you like. I will be there to listen.
So yeah, we're just gonna take this bitch out quickly. And she's out.
Yo, Snake, I finished laundering that railgun you picked up just now. Knock yourself out. It's on the house.
Thanks.
Time for another bedtime story, Snake. This one's about Crying Wolf. You don't need me to tell you there's whole nations in Africa tearing themselves apart in the name of ethnic cleansing. Well, she was born into that environment. When she was a little girl, her village was attacked by rival armed factions. Her parents and siblings were slaughtered, and she was left a refugee. She took her last surviving relative, her baby brother, and ran as far as she could away from the war zone. One day, they came across an enemy unit, so she took her brother and hid in an abandoned shack. And then her brother started to cry. She knew that if the soldiers heard the noise, they would find them and kill them both. So she wrapped her hand as tight as she could around his mouth. As the footsteps gradually went away, she came back to her senses. Her brother wasn't crying anymore. Horrified, she pulled her hand away, covered in sweat and spit. He wasn't breathing. They say wolves eat their own pups when they die. She was spotted wandering through the thick of battle, carrying her dead brother in her arms. She had visions, too. A wolf walking alongside her. Every night, the wolf would howl and cry, just like her brother did that day. Eventually, she made it to a government-run refugee camp. But by then, her brother's body had rotted away. The camp was crowded with refugees like herself, and little children like her brother. Day and night, she was tormented by the cries of babies. The wolf that followed her heard her sorrowful screams and answered. He made his way around the camp, and one by one, he silenced the children. She tried to stop it, but she was powerless to stop the wolf. A few days passed, and on the eve of the enemy's raid, there wasn't a child left. The adults who survived were torn up pretty bad. Of course, there was never any wolf in that camp. She was the one who killed those babies. But she couldn't bring herself to admit it. She couldn't bear the thought of herself going from one baby to the next, howling like a wolf, snuffing out their little lives. And she never did, even as Crying Wolf, a lonely beast forever stalking the battlefield. Snake, fighting with you made Wolf finally accept what she'd done. She was cleansed by you. If the cries she heard of children on the battlefield have been silenced, it's because of you. You ought to be proud. 3 down, 1 to go. All that's left is Mantis. But you should know, Snake, she's been controlling all the other beasts. She's the beast of beasts. Don't let her get her hooks in you.
I won't.
See you around, Snake.
Welcome home, Wolf.
Okay, and we're back, guys, after that cutscene. Very sad, the story of Crying Wolf, I gotta be honest. I can't hate on these dogs, they actually really love me. If that weren't to them, I was trying to flex out. Them dogs are lovely, I'd give them food if I could and adopt them. Yeah, very sad Crying Wolf story. Killing her own brother, like, that's messed up. Oh, this is a funny cutscene. Enjoy this.
Hold it, Snake. Time to change the disc. I know, it's a pain. But you need to swap disc 1 for disc 2. You see the disc labeled 2?
No.
Huh? Oh, wait. We're on PlayStation 3. It's a Blu-ray disc. Dual layered, too. No need to swap.
Damn it, Otacon! Get a grip!
Yeah, what an age we live in, huh, Snake? Wonder what they'll think of next.
Sorry, I actually meant codec call. Funny codec call, not cutscene. But yeah, very funny, and also a little joke about Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't know what it was like on the PS1 version, so I'm assuming that they're aiming it at the GameCube version. But basically, on the GameCube version, you had 2 discs. You had disc 1 and disc 2 because the game was so long that the discs couldn't handle how long it was. Not sure if that was the same for the PS1 version, going back quite a long while now, so I can't really remember, but yeah, it was definitely 2 discs on GameCube. So yeah, I think they're just having a little joke about that, to be honest. Rightio, let's sneak through here. Go against this wall. Go along here. Doesn't take a second. What you got to be careful of is the ones that are coming up them stairs. So what you do is you do a double jump. Do that. That. Hit that. And probably go against that. That'll keep you hidden long enough for this to come. And away you go, to hear another Master Miller moment.
Snake. I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter. What about her? She might be a spy. To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
Gray Fox.
You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge.
But I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
I vowed revenge.
So yeah, another 1000 DP. So you just run out here, you see that one there. It's taken away my M8202. Don't really need them anymore. Don't need that. What I need is that for Vamp. The M8202 for all of these. I'm going to equip the operator, and it's only because I know that it's going to equip it on the scene. I just can't be bothered to change it up. Just aim there. There we go. Right in the back of the head. One shot, one opportunity, and it's done. That easy. Next room has a trick about it. Run down here. There we go, that's how you do that area. Didn't even have to stop, to be honest, did I? You can use that same tactic on Big Boss Extreme. However, right at the end, just when you run through the door, you've got to, rather than just running like I did on Big Boss Extreme, it can see you a little earlier. So literally just stop, count to about 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and then go, and it won't see you. It's the quickest way to do it.
Finally, it's just up ahead. The hangar's just a little bit further. Stay en route.
Bang. If you do it quick enough, you get rid of the caution. If you don't, you'll get about 1,000 of them 3-legged tripods come through them little ditches. And then it's just all kinds of shit that you've got to deal with, which you don't really want to be doing, do ya? Right, we're about to get to the vamp part. Things you need to have ready: syringe. Yep. And this weapon here, solar gun.
Is on the floor above you. Use the
Enjoy the cutscene, guys.
Hop on, Snake. I'll send her up. gun's been removed. Liquid doesn't need the whole Rex to launch his nuke. He only needs the railgun.
Damn it. Has it already been shipped?
Hang on, I'll check.
I'm afraid so. Unfortunately for you, the railgun is no longer here.
Naomi!
This place will be your grave, as my queen wishes. The suicide gecko are on their way. Soon, there'll be nothing left of this place.
We've been had. Otacon!
Snake, I think I might be able to get it working. I just need some time.
Hurry!
I'll leave the rest to you.
Naomi!
Excellent. You'll amuse me until they arrive. Come on.
I'll take care of Rex. You take Vamp. Kill that monster. Get Naomi back, Snake. Yes! You did it, Snake!
That's it.
And that is the quickest way to take him out.
What have you done?
There. Now you're a mere mortal, like the rest of us.
Clever. But can you kill this mere mortal?
Snake, look out! They're rigged to self-destruct!
3, 2.
Snake, sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You ready for this?
Sonny gave me the go-ahead.
How about it, undying man? Care to die too?
Sorry, but I can't die just yet.
Then kill me.
Snake, this one is mine. You keep those gecko at bay.
Otacon, we're gonna buy you some time.
I'll do my best.
Wait, you're a scout too, are you not? Then, let us duel with blades.
Okay, so basically this part is just you taking out these geckos.
I'm sending you data on where put a bullet through their brains.
Best thing to do is just equip the solid eye. The only thing that really annoys me about this part is I would have really loved to have seen what's happening on the right. You don't really get a chance to see the fight because you're so busy fighting these things. Unless you're like very easy, you're so busy fighting these things that you don't really get a chance to watch the fight between Raiden and that.
Snake, the lights on that crouched gecko are blinking. When they stop blinking, it'll blow. Don't let that happen.
Pain in the ass. Got one shot, one opportunity as always. But yeah, it's just it's kind of annoying, to be honest with ya.
Here they come again!
Sorry about that, just putting my mic into a better position. That's if you heard anything. If you didn't, then don't worry about it. Stop moving. But yeah, you know what, I'll be honest with you guys, don't bother watching me shooting these geckos, that's nothing. Just watch the fight between Raiden and Vamp. That's what it's all about. Seriously, you're gonna shoot me? Shoot me? Yeah, just watch the fight between Raiden and Vamp. It's incredible. Pure skill. I think the next video I may do maybe Metal Gear Rising, since you get to play as Raiden, which is pretty cool. So I think that's what I'll do next. That's if you guys would like to see that. What you want to be doing, if you are watching me, what you want to be doing is trying to eliminate them before they even come through this door. We was going for it.
In front! Watch out! That's it, Snake. Nice, Snake.
So yeah, took them out pretty effectively. I don't think there's any more, so we can just enjoy it. Oh yeah, also a little thing, if you aim up there.
I can't do it.
I can't do it. Basically, that's a little innuendo to MGS1 as well, where he's aiming a RPG at Grey Fox and he can't shoot. Alright, so I'll let you watch the cutscene now. Enjoy, guys.
Snake, get out of the way!
Rex.
This thing might come in handy after all.
He was never immortal. His natural healing abilities were enhanced by the nanomachines inside his body. But, after so many battles, he's finally reached his limit.
Doctor, ease my pain.
Naomi. Sonny asked me to tell you something.
What is it?
I cooked them right.
I see. Good for you, Sonny. You finally did it. No, I can't save you. You have to trust me, Dr. Edward. Give this to him.
Not for revenge, but to end his suffering.
Now you can return to your true self. You can be at peace.
I can die.
Yes. Forgive me.
This doesn't change anything. Why?
We can't erase the past, nor can we forgive it. And so the only thing we can do is end it. Snake. Liquid's down below us. He's stolen the Patriot system, slipped out of their sight, and taken their Ark.
Ark?
A warship. Unfettered by land, law, country, or network. The only place where they are truly released from the shackles of the Patriots. The place where they can be free. Outer Haven.
Outer Haven?
Liquid plans to launch the nuke from that ship. Snake. You have been given life so that you may fulfill your purpose. When all of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death. We are given life only so that we can atone for our sins. Your life was created for that very purpose. We all must atone for our own sins. We must not pass them on to the next generation. We must not leave them for the future. That is your true fate. One that even you cannot defy.
Naomi!
What have you done?
Vamp and I, we are the same. We're living corpses. Our bodies kept barely alive by nanomachines.
Then you...
Cancer. I shouldn't even be alive right now. The nanomachines have kept it from progressing. But there's nothing more they can do. nanomachine's gone, time will unfreeze and begin to flow again.
What are you saying?
Goodbye. Hell.
Don't!
Give my best to Sonny.
Naomi, don't do it!
Are you crying? For me?
Naomi, why?
You have such beautiful eyes. I'm sorry for everything.
Let's get moving.
Why does it always end this way?
Otacon! Come on! Pull yourself together!
Naomi!
They're coming!
Why? Snake, you're right. I haven't lost everything yet. I've still got a job to do.
That's right. We need you.
I'm done crying. I don't have any more tears to shed. We have to get out of here.
Any ideas?
Time's running short, so I'll explain as we go. Pay close attention.
I'm listening.
Promise me you'll carry on. Or will.
Snake, we have to get out of here.
Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed that cutscene. Pretty freaking awesome.
I've made Rex's control manual available. Check it out.
The vamp and the Raiden fight, pretty amazing. Obviously, one in Act 2 is better because you actually see it as a cutscene rather than just a side bit. Yeah, here's a little fun fact you guys may not know. When Metal Gear Solid 4 was first released, it was made under the impression that Metal Gear Solid 4 was going to be the last Metal Gear game ever. That's what they said. Hideo Kojima, he said Metal Gear Solid 4, that's it, and then we're done. Moving on to other projects. We're done with the Metal Gear Solid series. Now obviously everyone knows, since then, they've re-released Peace Walker as a PlayStation version. They've brought out Metal Gear Rising, they've brought out Ground Zeroes, and they're on, at the current moment in time, they're in pre-production and creating the Phantom Pain. So obviously this weren't the last game. But because I didn't know that, I really wanted it to be something special. So, like, for example, when Metal Gear Solid 1 came out, back then they didn't really make adverts in regards to it. I watched a few adverts, I watched a couple of trailers, but because I actually didn't know much about the game at that time, I just didn't really show much interest in it. When Metal Gear Solid 2 come out, I watched every trailer because I loved Metal Gear Solid 1, so Metal Gear Solid 2 come out, I watched every trailer. I knew that they were going to be using a different character other than Snake, even though in none of the trailers they didn't actually show it. They showed sort of the character, but they didn't show it well enough. So yeah, it was really good. When Metal Gear Solid 3 come out, I watched basically every single trailer and every single thing about that game. But when Metal Gear Solid 4 was announced to coming out, I didn't watch anything. Nope, didn't watch any trailers, didn't want to ruin it. I thought it was going to be the last one, I wanted to keep it special. So playing as Metal Gear Rex, whereas some people may have seen it in the trailers before the game was released, like the face-off, which I've now seen, I didn't know about that, so it came as a massive surprise when I actually started playing it. I was like, whoa, I didn't know what to do, sort of thing. It was quite incredible. Anyways, enjoy the next cutscene, guys.
Self-destructed!
Raiden!
What's that?
It's not over. Not yet. Liquid. Moses. Where our fates were born. And where yours ends, Snake.
This was something else that came as a total shock to me. I didn't know I'd actually be fighting. I didn't know I'd actually be fighting Ray when I first bought the game, which was quite nice because this is an epic boss battle, a very unusual one as well. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this boss battle, definitely enjoyed doing it. Didn't know it was going to happen when I first got the game. It's quite incredible. People weren't sure that Konami had the experience in making like a giant robot fight, I can't remember what review I read, but it was some idiot who obviously didn't know much about Hideo Kojima or his team saying, oh, they should just stick to stealth games. They don't want to be, they don't want to make any robot fighting or any rubbish like that, because they don't really know what they're doing. But clearly he didn't know that Konami Corporation, Hideo Kojima mainly, were the ones who created Zone of the Enders, which is probably one of the biggest anime robot fighting games of all time. Like literally that game is the one that sort of casted the wins on all robot fighting games. So I knew that this was going to be an epic boss battle. The moment that I see the cutscene, like I said, I didn't know before I bought the game because I never done any trailers, I never done anything like what a lot of people done. But when it started fighting and it kicked off straight away, it took me less than a second to know that this is going to be an epic fight scene. This is going to be amazing. And it was, I wasn't disappointed. Different attacks, different fight moves. Incredible.
Counterattack!
I think it's over as well. Over? No? Really? Wow. There we go, now it's over. Right, enjoy the next cutscene. I think the next one's a really long cutscene as well, so yeah, enjoy.
Where's Liquid?
Snake! Fox. Think again. Sorry, but that won't work this time. Behold! Liquid! Outer Haven. And with this weapon, I will destroy JD. Then, everything ends, and everything begins. But as for you, brother, you'll stay here to mark this island's watery grave. Die, Snake!
Sonny, forgive me.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
Yeah, it was in front of Federal Hall. There were all these tourists around you.
They were asking me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists.
The next thing we knew, the tourists had gone away. And a week later, I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence.
That night, we went up to the top of the Empire State Building.
It was so beautiful.
I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning.
Worthless fossil!
Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. This act. Hope you enjoyed, well, playing through it with me, if you like, and I hope you enjoyed the cutscenes. I'm also hoping that I showed you a few things that you didn't know, especially if you haven't played the game that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune out now. That's enough of this this act. And yeah, just to wait for Act 5, which is also the final act. And then yeah, that should be done either within the next couple of days or hopefully by the end of tomorrow. So yeah, just await that one. And also don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel. That's Do90. And once again, thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.